Welcome to the channel, and in today's video we visited this awesome place that is located outside of Krakow and is still part of an active salt mine in Wieliczka. This will be a completely different video that I usually show you, as some parts in the video that will have a live tour guide speaking on certain areas of the mine, which I must say she was an incredible knowledge person. I will explain very briefly as well of history about this salt mine, as it is a must-see attraction when visiting this side of Poland.
Don't say good morning, good evening. We say Szczęść Boże. Szczęść Boże means God bless. Because you will find out later, being a miner was hard, risky, and dangerous work. So the presence of the God was very much welcome here underground.
This particular salt mine reaches a depth of 327 meters or 1073 feet and extends via horizontal passages and chambers for over 287 kilometers or 178 miles. The rock salt is naturally of varying shades of grey, resembling unpolished granite rather than the white crystalline substance that you might be expected.
And in the moment you are going to see, you are going to listen to one of the most beautiful legends here in the salt mine. This is the legend about the Hungarian princess Kinga and about her engagement ring. So let's listen to it.
When a Polish prince called Bolesław proposed to Hungarian princess Kinga, her father, King Bela, insisted on a traditional dowry. But Kinga came up with another idea. She knew that no rock salt was mined in Poland and decided to ask her father for a group of salt miners. She wished to find salt in Poland with their help. Without a second thought, the king presented to Kinga an entire salt mine in Hungary. The princess visited the mine on her way to Krakow. She came near the mine shaft and, surprisingly, threw her engagement ring into it. When she arrived to her new country, she requested the miners to look for salt. The result came soon. The miners discovered salt deposits near Krakow that gave Poland centuries-long prosperity. They say that Kinga's engagement ring was found in the first salt lump extracted.
However, it was necessary to continue the excavation.
King Casimir III the Great, who reigned from 1333 to 1370, contributed a massive amount of development of the Wieliczka Salt Mine, granted many privileges and taken the miners under his care. In 1363 he founded a hospital near the salt mine. It is said he turned a Poland of wood into a Poland of stone due to the great amount of wood from the neighbouring forests used as scaffolding and supports.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, rock salt was discovered in Wieliczka in the second half of 13th century. However, salt manufacturing in this area began around 6,000 years ago. 6,000 years ago, it was the time when people who live here, they didn't know that underground there is a rock salt, but they had on the surface many salty lakes, streams, and they produced salt only in evaporation way at first. That's why here in front of you can see a model of Neolithic village. And in the foreground you can see a saline installation which in those days included channels driven into the ground which supply salty water from the surface sources to the sedimentation content. The hardship of working underground didn't discourage the candidate for miners. Miners were handsomely paid, not only in cash but also in salt. They work 8 hours, one day was divided into 3 shifts. So being a miner was well-paid job and high prestige. However, on the other hand, it was also very hard and dangerous work because smaller pieces of salt were carried by miners on backpacks, which could weigh from 20 to sometimes even 40 kilos, and miners with steps carving salt. The section you can see here upstairs and downstairs come originally from the 17th century. There were no hinges and the steps were partially wet and slippery.
Over the period of the mine's operation, many of the chambers were dug and various technologies were added. This included the likes of Hungarian horse treadmill and a Saxon treadmill for hauling salt to the surface. By the late 1890s, machine drills and blasting were more used commonly method to extract salt. During World War II, the mine was used by the occupying Germans for their underground facility of war-related manufacturing.
Because mining was hard, risky and dangerous work, the President of the God was very much welcomed here underground. To pray for their safety, miners built chapels inside the mine, along the everyday walk road in which they had mass every day morning. They prayed before the shift to ask for protection, and they prayed after the shift to thank for blessing.
In 1978, the Wieliczka Salt Mine was placed on the original UNESCO's list of World Heritage Sites. The mine was on the list of World Heritage in danger from 1989 to 1998. This was due to the threat of serious damage being done to the sculptures from humidity caused by artificial ventilation introduced in the later 19th century. The mine is one of Poland's official national historic monuments as from 16 September 1994. Its listing is maintained by the National Heritage Board of Poland. In 2010, it was successfully proposed that the nearby historic Bochnia salt mine, Poland's oldest salt mine, be added to the list of UNESCO World Heritage Sites.
Bricks in the past, here in the salt mine, were hanging on the strings and horses could lick it. It was to give them more minerals, microelements to their diets. Horses very like it. It was like salty lollipops for animals. One of the highest chamber on the tour is route 35 meters high, and to preserve this chamber almost all the techniques were used here. This amazing wooden support construction in front of you is one of the methods. A wall support with wood, both from salt bricks behind you and in front of you, and the white points almost everywhere after the newest method. This salt mine is not only a museum, it's also a place where people quite often can organize different kinds of events, parties, conferences, courses, sports events.
Thank you for watching. It's been such a pleasure of going through many of the underground passage tunnels, which was sure a very long trek, but a worthy visit, and it should be on a list of things to do when you come to Krakow, Poland. Please stay tuned for the future adventures of mine, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing and liking the content.